Welcome to the Investing Podcast, presented by Tusk Media. Now, for your early morning look at financial news and activity in audio and video form, here's the Morning Market Mimosa.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Investing Podcast, presented by Tusk Media. This is your Morning Market Mimosa. We're really glad you're here. Real quick, hit subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. We will read it on the air. If you have this podcast playing right now, do me a favor. Number one, take a screenshot. You hit that little home button on your phone and the on-off button, whatever that thing's called. Get the screenshot. Go to Twitter. Tweet at us. You can tweet at Tusk Media LLC. A screenshot of you listening to this podcast, and we are going to send you out this multi-purpose koozie. It keeps drinks cold, and also, as you can tell here, also doubles as a chalkboard eraser. That's what we've been using mine for. Front says Narwhal Capital Management. That's the Tusk Media parent company. On the back says, get ready for a whale of a time. And that's exactly what you should do today, because markets are looking up in terms of futures for the third day in a row. So that's a welcome change compared to last week. Futures are up just a little bit, not a whole lot. Dow's up about 6 basis points. S&P also up about 6. NASDAQ up about 16. Gold is down about 13 basis points, and oil continues to struggle. It's down about 85 basis points right now, so almost a full percent. But things on the whole are looking good. The big storyline continues to be Brexit, and we don't really even want to talk that much about it, but we do have that vote coming up on Thursday. So that's all we're going to hit on the market in general, but we're going to talk a lot more kind of throughout the day on some things that we're seeing, some shakiness that we anticipate to come kind of with this volatility of that Brexit decision, and things that might or might not happen over the next couple of days. Really until Friday, folks, it might get a little bit crazy. So market's relatively calm, it looks like, as it opens up. So enjoy that. Hopefully we see upward trajectory. Upward volatility, we tend to like. Downward volatility, not so much. One story I will draw your attention to is Tesla and Solar City. So Tesla has basically proposed a buyout of Solar City. We're going to have Matt Kresbach, our alternative energy guru, come on. He came on the podcast actually recently and talked about both Tesla and Solar City. I think that went up on Monday night, so go back. It's the last long episode we did. It's about an hour long. But he's going to come back at lunchtime and talk about this deal in particular, talk about what Elon Musk is trying to pull off here, the benefits to both companies, the downsides to both companies. And right now we are seeing that downside in the market for Tesla. Tesla's down about 11% from where it closed yesterday. So keep an eye on that. We'll have you an update with the stock market power lunch, and we'll kind of go in depth with that. We'll get him on camera, get him sharing some knowledge with you guys, taking you to school. So that'll be good. Couple things to plug here. We got Bond Week next week, folks. It's coming up finally here, the most important week of the year. It does coincide this year with Shark Week, so Discovery Channel kind of trying to steal our week, but we're not going to let that happen. Send us questions to theinvestingpodcast@gmail.com. We're going to talk about bonds for 20 to 30 minutes, Monday through Friday. We're going to keep doing these little updates, though, so don't worry. We're going to be in your face more than you could possibly like. Along those lines, tomorrow, first ever edition of The Investing Podcast Live. What we're going to do, take you behind the scenes, take you kind of right here as we do our afternoon investing happy hour episode. So right at 4 o'clock, go to Twitter, go to our Twitter, at Tusk Media LLC. You'll see the link there to a Periscope live feed. We are not using Facebook Live, people, for a number of reasons that we'll touch on in a minute. We're going to use Periscope. So check that out. It'll be obviously free, but you'll get to see kind of the setup and the takedown. The video itself is probably not going to be all that inspiring, but you can at least see some of the madness around the office. Check that out, 4 o'clock on Thursday. Hopefully it's a good time. We're going to try to do that once a week, and I think you guys will enjoy it. And also, if you have questions, that's another thing we're going to do. We're going to do some Q&A on there. So check that out on Thursday. The war on technology continues. We talked about it yesterday. Facebook Live is giving out $50 million to broadcasters, people that have a big influence. We're the number one video investing podcast on the number one video podcast site, iTunes. And Facebook Live didn't offer us any money. So they're giving out money to people who are good at video, and we're the number one money video out there. And we're not getting a penny of it, so that's why we're using Periscope, not Facebook Live. Continue to follow us on Twitter. We're doing a pretty deep dive on this war on technology. Facebook's a target. Apple's a target. Everybody's trying to keep us down. We've gotten too big. That's all because of you folks. Thanks for subscribing. Share us, like us, do all that good stuff. We will be back in a little bit with a deep dive on this Tesla Solar City deal and a market update right around lunchtime. Y'all have a great day.
Tusk Media is a subsidiary of Narwhal Capital Management. Ratings and reviews of Tusk Media content are not to be construed as endorsements of opinions, analysis, or services offered by Tusk or its parent company. The opinions and predictions shared here are our professional beliefs at the time of publication. We are not under duress from any of the corporate entities mentioned. This is not a solicitation to take any particular action. Although we are investment advisors, this information should not be considered investment, legal, or tax advice. We strive to be as impartial, insightful, and accurate as possible. We base our opinions, analysis, and calculations on information we believe to be reliable, but we cannot guarantee its accuracy. We can, however, guarantee that our opinions will sometimes be flat out wrong due to a variety of factors. Employees and clients of Narwhal Capital Management may or may not hold positions in the securities detailed and may or may not hold these positions in the future. A full list of all securities purchased, sold, or held during the 12 months preceding the date of this publication can be provided upon request. Unless otherwise noted, all data accessed via MarketWatch or the Bloomberg terminal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. A copy of Narwhal's Form ADV is available at the SEC's website, www.advisorinfo.sec.gov, or from Narwhal upon written request.